You ever wonder why a country might actually want its money to be worth less?
We assume a strong currency is always a good thing, but, well, it's not that simple.
This is actually a calculated strategy, a country intentionally making its own money weaker.
So, why on earth would they do that? Well, the first big reason is to supercharge exports.
Just imagine the global market, right? Companies are always competing with rivals from other countries. So let's say the euro suddenly gets weaker compared to the US dollar. All of a sudden, European cars are a whole lot cheaper for American buyers. Big advantage. And more exports? Well, that can mean more jobs and a nice boost to the economy.
All right, strategy number 2. This is all about fixing those pesky trade imbalances.
So not only do your exports get cheaper, but stuff you import becomes way more expensive.
And this combo helps fix a trade deficit that could really be hurting the country's finances.
Okay, and there's a third big reason, and this one's all about managing national debt.
Think about it. A lot of governments have huge debts with these fixed, regular payments.
Let's just say a government owes a fixed payment, maybe $1 million every month.
So what happens if they devalue their own currency? Say they cut its value in half. That $1 million payment suddenly feels a lot more like $500,000. The real burden just shrank. This all sounds pretty great, right? So what's the catch? There are some big ones. Yeah, this is no silver bullet. It can have some really painful consequences, especially for citizens. For everyday people, it means your money buys less and prices can start rising at home. But maybe the biggest risk of all, starting something called a currency war. This is when countries just start copying each other, devaluing in a race to the bottom. So, you see, it's an incredibly high-stakes balancing act with huge potential upsides and risks. Which leaves you wondering, is it a smart strategy or just a really desperate gamble?